me today is Peter Barrett.
What's going on, brother?
What is up, man? Okay, so what was your first tattoo?
So the first tattoos I got was right after I went to college, and it's these nautical stars right here.
Mm-hmm.
I have two of them on my shoulders. Kind of a loud, obnoxious kind of guy, and I thought, why not? Let's go get something big and bold on the front of my body. So yeah, I was up in Boulder, Colorado. We were up there for the day. I sat at one of the I couldn't tell you the name of it now, but my friends that were local up there were like, if you're getting a tattoo, this is the place you want to go. I had these in my head for a long ass time that, this is what I wanted. I wanted the nautical stars. And lo and behold, they were the first ones I got. Made my mom cry, but since then, now she's got her own tattoos too. So, it's come full circle.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
My mom keeps talking about getting a tattoo. She's I don't think she'll ever get one. Like I have them, and she's like all about it when I get them or whatever. And then like now she keeps talking about it, and she'll never get one. That's awesome that your mom actually got them though.
Yeah. So my mom, my dad's got 10 kids. He remarried my stepmom. She had a daughter, so 11. And then when my mom remarried, my stepdad had 4 daughters. So there's like really 15 of us. But my mom decided that she wanted to get a hummingbird with 3 hearts, where the hummingbird was feeding out of the hearts as if it was a flower, and the 3 hearts are for her 3 boys.
That is dope.
Mm-hmm.
Were you with her when she got that tattoo?
No. I might have still been living in Colorado at that time, or maybe I had just moved home. I can't remember, but she got a nice little one on her left arm.
That's cool. Just the one?
Yeah.
Right on. How many do you have?
I was just counting when we started. So I've got my lower leg sleeve. Got 2, 3, 4, 5. I got one in here, 6 and 7. So I'm at 7 right now. But you could count the leg sleeve as like 3 different individual tattoos if you wanted.
Okay, what's the one on the bottom lip?
So the one on the inside is it says DGAF.
See it? Yeah.
Same thing I got right here. Don't give a fuck. My dude's out from the West Coast. I've been a huge supporter of them. They've been a huge supporter of me. Chucky Chuck, he's in the music scene, underground hip hop. Ran around with the Cottonmouth Kings for a while. Real respect's real. We've been pushing his envelope out here, and he hit up me and my homie and was like, dude, I'd love to have you guys on board. My buddy used to stunt on sport bikes, and now it's a close-knit group, close group family.
That's awesome, man. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So have you gone on stage with them?
I was on stage for a couple Cottonmouth King shows. Big Beef tossed me by the back of my shirt back out into the stands. I mean, I've gone to not so much anymore, but when I was younger, I'd go to every Cottonmouth King show, every Head PE show. I wouldn't travel, but I lived in Colorado for a grip. So if they were in Denver, I was out there at every Tech 9 show. I was up in Boulder at every Cottonmouth King show. I was a huge fan of Suburban Noise Records, back in their heyday, which they're coming back around full circle right now and dropping a lot of new music. The dudes from Force 5 Records are actually doing my shirts for me this time around.
Dope, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. Will they be ready for your fight coming up?
So he actually just texted me as we're talking. We're biting at the bit right here. We're trying to get him overnighted so I can get him all shipped before I leave to go to Vegas.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so your next tattoo. What's the one on the inside of your arm there?
So this is have you ever heard of Omerta brand?
No.
The gentleman's code. So Omerta's like,
right,
the things you don't talk about, the gentleman's handshake, everything comes down on your word.
Yeah.
Me and my homie, I got that when I was out in Kansas City a couple years ago with my buddy Luke. He was managing a tattoo shop, and he got his elsewhere, but I got mine there, and it's just a symbol of loyalty and trust between friends.
That's cool. So you want to show off your sleeve?
Let's go. So the sleeve I got done by my homie. His Instagram is Jace Tattoos, but let me see if I can bring this around so you can get a good view of it. I didn't lose you. Sorry about that. I'm still here. Let me see. There it is. So the front, as you can see here, is a cobra. This is my kicking leg. This is the leg that I do all my damage with.
Yeah.
So we've got the cobra here with the mandalas, a lotus mandala, a couple others. The flower of life here down the back, and then on the back side of my leg we got a big blazing sword, which again that's the kill leg. That's what I do all my damage with. I'm a southpaw and I hunt livers and I throw that rear kick like a motherfucker. And you know, it just seemed really, really fitting. I wanted the cobra, you know, because it's the king cobra. It's the king of all snakes. It's the most deadly one. And it seems so fitting to put that on my most feared strike, you know. And then we have the sword in the back. So I actually have this really cool picture from one of my fights where I'm landing this clean head kick, and you just see the sword down the back of my leg, clear across his face. It's pretty badass.
That's cool.
But yeah, it took some time. We planned that one a lot. Jason, he's a close friend of mine. He's a pretty intuitive guy. He's, you know, he's really connected with the unity with source and you know the flower of life, the sacred geometry. We talked about it for a little bit, what we wanted to do with it, and this one came together perfectly. I kind of said, hey, Jace, this is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna let you do your work. He lived and tattooed for a while in New Zealand. He's tattooed under many great tattoo artists. He actually tattooed my leg with a gun that was made not by Sailor Jerry. I'm going to misspeak. I should have looked this up before we got on the line together, but it wasn't Sailor Jerry. It was either Sailor Jerry's teacher or Sailor Jerry's protege that made this gun that he had come into the possession of, and he tattooed part of my sleeve with it. So like there's the history and the legacy of the tattoo history on my leg as well, which is really dope. And so yeah, that's my leg piece there.
There's a lot of detail in that thing.
Oh, I mean, he is here. Let me see if I can. Let me move this a little bit so I can move around on it and give you guys a better view. So his shading is incredible here.
Yeah.
So that's the head of the cobra right there.
Yep.
And you know, he lines it all out, gets it real nice, and then pretty much just feathers in a really, really light coating of black ink with it to get that nice feathered shading effect. And I mean, to this day, he has people that still come watch him tattoo to learn this technique, because there's not too many people that know how to do it like he does.
Where is he at? Where's his shop at?
So he was with Midas in Plymouth, Massachusetts at, I want to say, Cobra Customs, but he did all of my work out of a private studio here on the South Shore of Massachusetts. But right now I believe he's out in like the San Diego, San Jose area.
Oh, nice.
But I've got an appointment with him at the end of the month when he's coming back out here to work with all of his clients from this area. So I think we're going to do Krishna or Shiva or a nice big one on my back.
Oh, so you're going to get your whole back done?
Oh yeah, I have. So I have 8 tattoos. I forgot about the one in between my shoulder blades, which I got done also while I was living in Denver. It's Lu's shield, and Lu is one of the Celtic deities who, if you read into him, he was the one, like the baddest motherfucking warriors to ever come through like the Celtic histories, with all the mythological folklore. And he had this incredible spear that he pretty much like Guardians of the Galaxy, when the dude would whistle and this little thing would kill everybody. He had that spear, and he would go into battle, and he would have his blazing spear, and he would fucking chuck that thing, and it would just like take out lines and lines and lines of the enemy. And he wasn't a god of one thing, but he was God. He was a master of many things, not just one. So it kind of resonated with me, where I'm, up until that point in my life, I wasn't necessarily a master at one thing, but I was really good at a lot of things. So that's why I went with that one.
That's awesome, man. That'll be cool to see that. You should come back on when you get that back.
Oh, most definitely.
For sure. So your other tattoos, you have a couple more?
Yeah, so I've got Slippery, because I'm Slippery Pete. I got the rocker right here on my stomach, which it's not finished because the guy that did that, he was doing my brother's sleeve at the time, and me and him both paid this guy for like 5-hour sessions, and he got through the outline got our money, got all fucked up, dipped on us, skipped town. So that was kind of like a learning lesson right there, just, vet the guys a little bit closer that you want to do your tattoos.
Yeah.
But, that's on my list of things to fix and finish. I've got here on my forearm, it's Latin. It says nothing without work. That was also when I got done when I was in college. I took Latin all through high school and kind of wanted something to remind me of that, and it's like Latin's a dead language, so it's not really mainstream. You're not going to see Latin a lot of places, and no one's going to know what it says unless they ask me. So it kind of played towards my work ethic. You don't get anywhere in life for free. You don't get anything easy. Everything comes with a price, and nothing without work just seemed to be quite fitting.
Right on, man. Anything else?
Yeah. So boom, boom, boom. We talked about my mouth, my leg. Boom, boom. Oh, so my homie, Christian Dinsdale, he was playing with the idea of being a tattoo artist for a while, and I'm Irish through and through. So
Yeah.
this is the tri-spiral that is found on the entrance stone to a tomb in Newgrange, Ireland, which is where Paleolithic people built this huge monument, and the sun lines up in the summer and winter solstice perfectly to illuminate the whole tomb. And because it was before written history, they don't really know the extent of what the tomb was exactly used for. So they're not sure if that stone was a welcoming or a warning. And at that time in my life, it seemed incredibly fitting for the type of person that I was.
That's sick, dude. That's
Yeah.
a cool story, man.
Yeah. So, and then while we're here, I'll give you the one on my back. So that's Lou's shield right
Okay.
there. So my goal is to have that be centered as the pineal gland for either a Krishna or a Kali, or one of the many ways that Krishna manifested himself throughout the times. I just got through the Bhagavad Gita, which is an incredible book. If you're not familiar with it, check it out. It's all about this huge battle where this king doesn't want to fight his brothers or his cousins, but he's the rightful heir to the throne. And Krishna, who is essentially God in the Hindu religion, for lack of a better description, comes to him and says, no, listen, this is why you need to do the things you do. I know we talk about peace, love, and being one with each other, but this is your right. This is your throne. You need to go essentially wipe out your extended family and take what's yours. But it's really a book at the surface level. It's like almost like an art of war, but there's a lot of deeper meanings to the writings.
That's cool, man. Do you have any plans for other tattoos other than the back tattoo and then getting your name done?
Yeah, so I'm actually trying to line up a session in Vegas before I come home, which I actually have that design right here too.
Okay, cool.
So my walkout shirts have always been a big thing with my fight camp. I always do shirts, always to raise money to help. And this was an original design that me and one of my buddies came up with. It started with namaste as fuck, like being a peaceful warrior, being at peace with yourself, being one with the universe, but also, cause no shit, but take no shit. You know what I mean? So this was a design that we came up with, and it's really intriguing and interesting because it's a sugar skull, but where the pineal gland is the Om symbol. So it really plays on what's going on in my life. I like to say, you're better off to be, and this is an old proverb. You're better off to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in the war. So I'm centered. I'm most of the time I'm centered. Most of the time I'm at peace with myself. But that's my goal, is to become a deeper, more full version of myself, and to become really connected deep with the oneness of the universe. But at the same time, I'll rip your fucking head off if I have to. So that sugar skull with the Om symbol, I think is going on one of my thighs before I come home from Vegas after this fight.
Nice. And your fight is on the 8th of August?
Yes, sir.
Against Yusuf Zalal?
Yes.
Yeah. Right on, man. So you'll have to come back on when you get all of your other ink done.
Yeah. Now that I got that UFC money, I can afford to get all the tattoos that I've always wanted.
Dude, Oh man, that money must make a little bit of a difference.
Oh, it does, you know, and you know, it's not about the money. The money's going to help me pay my mom back, who's supported me over the years while I've done this and kind of neglected a professional career. You know, it's going to help me pay off my student loans. It's going to help me pay off my debt. Like, the money isn't the goal, but the money is going to allow me to repay the people that have helped me along the way. So I don't want people to get this idea that, oh, I'm only fighting for the money.
Right.
The money is just a vehicle to come back up to a level playing field with everyone that's been supporting me along the way.
Very nice, man. Sweet. So you'll have to come back when you get some more ink.
Yeah, bro.
Good luck with your fight on the 8th of August, which is next weekend, against Yusuf Zalal.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, man.
Thank you
for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I look forward to it. I'll definitely hit you up. I mean, I've got like 3 or 4 more pieces planned, so there's going to be lots of tattoos to talk about.
Very cool, man. I look forward to it.
Right on, brother.
Thanks, bro.
Have a good one.
You too, man.